everybody, Sarah Sherwood here, Certified Integrative Resilience Coach. I'm initiating a super fun, interactive, creative connection to me and the Integrate to Live community through this Ask Sarah Q&A webcast. I'm super excited that you've joined me, and I hope that you continue to stay connected to it. Together we're going to inspire each other to live courageously. This week we took a question from Terry, and Terry's question said, "Hi Sarah, I think I know what you mean by courage and resilience, but could you tell us what integration means in the context of your work and this new program?" Great question. Generally speaking, when you think about integration, you can simply think about becoming whole. And this can be true in a lot of different contexts. And so I'll just speak to a few that I touch on in the work that I do with clients as well as in my upcoming online coaching program. One of the most important ones for me is body, soul, spirit integration. And it's essential that we live in a place where all those parts of ourselves become whole so that we can live to the fullest. And most people want that. They want to live fully alive. They want to experience their life. And they don't want to just tick off the days and get to the end of their life and not feel like it was meaningful. So a lot of times people can be disconnected from their bodies for a lot of different reasons. And they can have ignorance about their own soul. So they can understand or experience longing, but they don't really know what makes them tick uniquely. They don't know what's important to them specifically in their life, and they don't really have a sense of purpose around why they're here or what to do. And then there can be a lack of recognition of the spirit, or conversely, people can take the spiritual bypass and disconnect from their own bodies and just have kind of a spiritual experience here on earth and not really embody who they are and why they're here. So that's one of the main ways we can think about and work towards becoming whole. Another one is whole brain integration. So the most simple way to think about it, I'm very visual, so it's this idea of bottom up and left to right processing. So we have different parts of our brain that when disintegrated, they don't really work well together. They end up working against one another and hijack each other and kick each other offline. It's like pulling the plug on a part of your brain in a really essential time when you need to access that part of what it has for the processing. So typically in whole brain integration, you want to think about processing information from the body up. So from the body's sense, for us to actually start in that place of experience, and then from our body's sense, allow the information to move through the emotional engine of the brain and into higher processing. And this is where we can create options and make choices. People oftentimes will make a distinction, like, are you a left-brained person or a right-brained person? And we certainly, because of temperament and whole laundry list of things, we can certainly be more dominant in one side. But very few people talk about left-right brain integration, and that's actually what you want. You want to be highly developed in both sides. So talking about all of those things. And lastly, aspirational values versus actual values. And a lot of times we'll say something's important in our life, but our actions don't really express that. And what's actually true about what we think is important are the choices that we're making. So it's bringing integrity between those aspired values and the things that we actually are living in our life, and letting those things become whole, to line up and be more true. So ultimately, in the work that I do and in the Integrate to Live online coaching program, it's about taking all of the parts of who you are, all of the experiences in your life, and allowing them to come together in such a way that you can live from that place. You can become whole and actually experience your life in a meaningful way, allow yourself to find the courage that you need to transcend those difficult experiences and fulfill the purpose that you were put here to do. So I thank you guys so much for joining me today. And I would love, absolutely love to hear your comments. What do you guys think integration is? I just touched the very tip of the iceberg with this huge topic. So I would love to hear your thoughts as we continue this conversation. And I'd also love to hear your questions. What are the other things that you're curious about as it relates to resiliency, living a courageous life, and integration as we talked about today? Thanks for tuning in, and we will connect next time.